The tyrant has been defeated and the end has been freed. Now I'm going to build my own end city as a new home for the Endermen, one room at a time. From an endstone generator, to a golden carrot farm, to the end throne room. You can play along by downloading the New in Town data pack for free with the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe or check out my Patreon to keep an eye on when new videos come out. When we defeated the tyrant and halted his end invasion, we got these refugee plants. This book will allow us to start an end city. We're specifically doing this because after the tyrant's invasion and after defeating the Ender Dragon who was cruelly ruling over the Endermen, they are in need of a new and proper home to live in. And so we're going to do just that. We have a little bit of housekeeping that we need to do first just to kind of clean up and make sure that we have everything that we need ready to go to the end. It's very likely we're going to have to come back to our town in the overworld as well as our nether fortress in the nether, just because that's what the end city is all about, but I want to minimize our initial investment as much as possible. Let's grab as many carrots as we happen to have from our farm plot. It's been quite a few days, so we have a lot of carrots in here. We don't even really need to harvest the field at all. I'm not sure how much money we have in the treasury, but we should empty that out before we go. Buy a few books from the librarian, and do we have any good enchantments? I mean, efficiency 3 is not bad, but I think all of our tools pretty much have what we need. But we're going to want another lectern, so we'll get that bookshelf made. We'll definitely want to bring quite a bit of stone and a whole bunch of logs. And now I think we can hop into our end portal. So the refugee plans, just like the other two charter books, give a little outline of where the structure is going to be placed. So it's not going to be directly centered on us. It'll be a little bit offset. And we can use this anywhere in the end, but we can't do it too close to the Ender Dragon's lair, to the ring of obsidian pillars, just in case we respawn the Ender Dragon again. So while it would be cool to put it in the outer end islands, I do think instead I am going to keep it here on the central end island, probably off over here. We still want a pretty good distance from the Ender Dragon's lair. Right over here feels pretty appropriate. It should kind of intersect the terrain over there as well as right here. Yeah, I like this a lot. Let's start the Endermen's home. And here is the first piece of our end city. Inside we have the friendly city planner here who we can trade with to get the end city recipes. And now that we've firmly established our friendship with the Endermen, we can no longer actually really hurt them, and they won't really hurt us back. So we can't kill this guy at all. We can hit him as much as we want. He's just going to keep healing and never die. But he's not going to fight back against us either. This system isn't super perfect. They can still get mad at you if you stare at them, but they'll back off after a second. Let's go ahead and do a little rearranging in here. I just put this chest down here for now because we're not going to be staying in this lobby for very long. I plan to move into a more proper home here in the end city later. Before we can do that though, we need to take a look at what building an end city actually looks like. During the end invasion, the tyrant, his generals, and the blaze jockeys all dropped these tyrant loci, and these are required for almost all of the end city structures instead of a building permit like the town structures require. This also means that this resource is limited. We can only build 8 structures. So we need to pick our structures wisely, and right now we only have the single tower planner here on top of the end city because of course it's going to be built vertically and go up. The first structure we're going to build is an endstone generator. Of course, while there is plenty of endstone here for us to mine up, we're going to need quite a lot of it for all of our end city structures, and so having a steady supply will help a lot. We should already have most of everything in my ender chest, but we do need to start growing some chorus plants because we're going to need those as well. And we'll need the deep slate golem to smelt up our chorus fruit. Then unfortunately we do need to return to the overworld because I forgot that we need lava for this, which I think I'll just steal from the wizard tower here. And then the last thing that we need is some obsidian. We're going to ultimately need a whole bunch, so I'm going to real quick try and mine up just an absolute ton right now by taking down one of these obsidian pillars. So I forgot initially that these things actually go like way deep down, I think all the way to Y0, and so we're not going to destroy the entire pillar. I think this is sufficient. I had to stop partway through to store what I had in my ender chest, so I think that's a pretty good sign that we have everything that we need. So if we come up to our tower planner, got water and lava. Oh, and I forgot the last thing that we need is still more endstone. So we need just a little bit more. Get the endstone in, right click. And here is our endstone generator. So just like downstairs, we have an enderman that we can trade with. This one is an endstoneer, and he will trade endstone for ender pearls and vice versa, as well as some other blocks for endstone if we need it. The main attraction is this endstone generator right here, which looks just like a normal cobblestone generator, but if we break the endstone, then it gives us more endstone. Unfortunately, there is still a risk of it falling in the lava. This behavior is unique only to this position, so this isn't something that Newtown adds that changes how cobblestone generators work throughout the entire end, and that's okay. Now that we have a hopefully steady supply of endstone, it's time to build our next structure up on this tower planner, the intersection. Right now we only have one tower planner, and so if we didn't change anything, this would just be one very tall vertical end city, and that's quite boring. The intersection will give us the bridges that real end cities have that allow it to branch out and feel very alien and floaty. And more importantly, it's going to give us more tower planners to play with. Now, this should be relatively inexpensive, but we will still need to collect some materials. We don't have enough ender pearls for starters, so we're going to have to trade with our endstoneer in order to get them. But we should have plenty of obsidian to spare, because I still have a bunch in my ender chest. We should also have the deep slate golem smelt up the rest of the chorus fruit that we currently have. Alright, let's go trade with the endstoneer. There we go. And I believe that gives us everything that we need to put in the tower planner. Oh, we need to actually trade some of this endstone for ender pearls first. Now we're good. And right click. Whoop. And now we have our intersection. So here at the top of the stairs, we've got these 4 bridges that go over to 4 more little lobbies that then have 4 tower planners on top of them. And we can fly down to see what this looks like from the ground. Very nice. A real proper start to a great looking end city. At this point, I think it's time for us to stop living in the literal shadow of our end city and build a living quarters. This will just give us a more permanent place to stay here in our end city and to unpack all of our stuff as we continue to expand. For that, we are going to need the ender chest again. We need 3 iron blocks plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta craft up a few more lanterns. And then I think we're actually going to have to break some of this stone so that we can make some more furnaces, because I only have 1. Obviously, we could just go to the overworld and get some there, but I'd rather stay here if we can. So this is going to be quite silly. We're just going to place all of this stone, and then we will go ahead and break it. Turn those into furnaces, and I think that's everything. I think we'll build the living quarters over here. Maybe not quite there. What about here? Yeah, I like this. All right, let's build the living quarters. Compared to the rest of the end city, this looks downright homey. Most of it is just decoration and aesthetic, but we do have some very convenient blocks over here, including a double chest, another lectern for us to place our book on, and an ender chest of our own right here, so we can still keep the one right here on us. Let's go ahead and fly back down to the ground and start transferring all the rest of this stuff up there. And now we can conveniently fly back up to the top of our end city. Very nice. We shouldn't do that all the time because we do technically have a limited supply of firework rockets, but when we're trying to do something quick and dirty, it works just fine. So now let's unpack a little bit more here. And now all of the stuff that we're going to need most often is easily accessible from these 3 chests, and then anything else that's less common we can just grab from the ender chest. We only have 6 tyrant loci left, so it's time to start being choosy about which structures we build. Next up on the list is the chorus farm. This serves very much the same purpose as the endstone generator. It's a means of generating some of the resources that we don't already have a really steady supply of, namely the chorus fruit that we need to smelt into the popped chorus fruit for many of the recipes. Unfortunately, the recipe requires warped stems, so we do need to return to the nether because I didn't bring any of those with me. That does actually work out well though, because I do need to go back to the nether anyway to get some netherrack so we can smelt those into more nether bricks, because we're starting to run low on those too. This is really what the end city part of New in Town is all about. The unity and combination of all three dimensions and all the various resource gathering to create real end game structures. So let's go back to the overworld so that we can go back to the nether. Now let's see, I don't remember if we actually have any warped stems on us. Okay, we do, so that's good. And we also have plenty of netherrack, so I'm just gonna take pretty much all of this. Oh, I have a spare ender chest as well, cool. And we can have the deep slate golem smelt all of that up as we need it. So once again, I think I will fly up to the living quarters here. Let's put most of this netherrack away. We'll smelt up a couple of stacks. Welcome back, Deep Slate Golem. I have some netherrack for you. Thank you. And one more. Great. We do need to go and grab some more chorus flowers from our chorus plants that we're growing. And on our way down, we'll stop by the endstoneer because we need more endstone. Let's shoot down a few of these. And we might as well pop these chorus fruit as well. And now we gotta climb all the way back up. And I think we'll build the chorus farm. Let's do over... We're not going to visit very often, so let's do over here. Get that built. And here is our chorus farm. It is pretty modest. This is one of the smaller end city structures that mostly just has this terrace and a little bit of a ramada in there. But of course we have the normal tower planner on top for us to expand further if we want. We also have the chorister here who's in charge of growing the chorus plants, and we can also buy from him. So that way if our plants aren't growing as much chorus as we'd like, we can just accelerate a little bit. The next structure that I want to build is the golden carrot farm. This is going to provide us with a steadier supply of food while we're staying here in the end, even though we do have a bunch of golden carrots already. Now this is a pretty expensive structure because it does require a netherite hoe, so we'll have to go up and see if we have everything we need to make that. I do think we have enough netherite scrap from all of the dragon fights that we did. Yes, looks like we have plenty, so let's grab that out of here. And we'll go ahead and craft up our netherite ingot. We'll come over to our smithing table. Oh, I forgot we need a smithing template to upgrade netherite now. Well, let's go ahead and get what we have so far into the tower planner here. And we'll head to the nether to find a bastion remnant. I think we'll go flying off in this direction just because there's so much open space here. Oh, another nether fortress. That's funny. Well, not what we're looking for. Let's keep going. Guess we'll have to go through this basalt delta. Let's come on through here. Looks like it's open. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm not a speedrunner, so we're gonna be going through here kind of carefully. I don't know where all the chests are. Oh, piglin brute. I feel like I can take these guys. Oh, okay, okay. Hello, come on. Okay. Take out each other. Thank you very much. Okay, okay, come on. All right. You know, I wasn't gonna worry about wearing any gold. I don't really care about these piglins, but maybe we'll go ahead and grab these leggings. Just to kind of save additional time having to fight the regular piglins and just focus on the piglin brutes. Oh, here's a chest. Cool. Any piglins around? I don't think so. Oh, well, great. Awesome. Okay. I was expecting to have to search a lot more. Great. I'll grab this crossbow. Sure. Golden apple. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't think there's any real reason to stick around anymore. Let's just get ready to get out of here. Oh, another chest. I think I can make this, right? Yeah. See if there's anything in here. Not really. I mean, I'll take these arrows, I guess. But I don't really need the rest of this. Okay. Let's just get out of here. I think it's back this way. Yes, cool. All right, let's head back to our fortress. Pretty sure it's over this way. This is the warp forest. It's pretty nearby the fortress. Did we fly up through here? This doesn't seem right. Oh, no, hold on. Yes, I think this is familiar. Yeah, I think we just come on through here. Yep, okay, there's my bridge. Great. You know what? Let's actually, while we're here, take a stop over here. because we actually need a bunch of warped nylium. And also some more warped stems, I think. Okay, now we should be good to fly back to the fortress. I do need to get a little more quartz as well before we go. And now I think we can head back to the end. Let's check our hoppers. Cool, so we can take this pop chorus fruit and this endstone up to our living quarters. And before we upgrade our hoe, let's make a few more netherite upgrade templates just in case we decide we want them. I think 4 should be good. Now we can upgrade our netherite hoe, get the serious dedication advancement, and let's get this into the tower planner. And here is our golden carrot farm. Unfortunately, for some reason, these carrots always break when we build the golden carrot farm, so we'll have to replant these. Luckily, the carrot guilder's here for exactly that reason. We can trade these golden carrots to him for normal carrots, and that way we can replant them. And then from now on, any carrots that we harvest from here will become golden carrots, and then we can just easily replant those from our normal carrot supply. So now I think it's time to build the end oystery, and unfortunately this recipe requires 6 shulker shells and we only have 3, so we'll have to go out and search for another end city to clear to get the rest. Now unfortunately I think we've already found the closest end city to that end gateway there. So instead I'm going to go through the new end gateway that got revealed when we beat the second ender dragon over here. Let's see if I can make this. Nice, awesome. And we'll just fly through these end islands for a little bit until we hopefully find something. Fortunately, we're flying so fast the chunks aren't loading as fast, so that kind of gets in the way. Keep an eye on the horizon here, wait for these chunks to load. Oh, nice, okay. All right, well that was a lot easier than I expected. Let's take this guy out here. Nice, first shulker shell. We shouldn't really need to loot this place very thoroughly. We're pretty much here just for shulker shells. Great, there's our first shulker. Nice. So that's 2 down. Good. No shell. Fortune 2, I guess I'll take that. More importantly, I want this ender chest. Nice. Oh, hello. Look at you. You're all tucked in a little cubby, huh? Oh. Thank you for teleporting nearby. But you suck for not giving me a shulker shell. Okay, here's one of the big rooms. So there should be, yep, a bunch of shulkers in here. Okay. Come on. Oh, freaking. Okay. We'll have to go back for that shell. All right, well, let's check these. Oh, hello. Okay, let's check these chests. I'll take the gold. That's fine. Don't really care about bane of arthropods. I'll take a saddle. Oh, God. All right, well, let's get the shell. Oh, there is a shulker in here. And he gave me a shell. Great. Thank you. There we go. So that's 8 shulker shells so far. It'd be nice to get like 3 more if we can. Haven't been to this part of the end city at all yet. Nice. Okay, plenty more shulkers in here. No shell. Good. All right, I don't care. I'm gonna open you up no matter what. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think that's enough shulker shells. Let's just kill this last one. Oh, that's a lot of diamonds. Okay. I'll take these emeralds too. And now we can get out of here. Follow my torches. All right, let's toss a pearl up here. Nice. Ooh, scary. And I do think we need a quick infinite water source. All of these have stopped growing, so let's pick these flowers and get them growing again. Get some chorus fruit as well. And I think we'll build the end oystery up here on top of the chorus farm. So let's get everything in here. Oh, and I forgot. I made the infinite water source and then forgot to actually grab the buckets of water. Let's grab those. Okay, here we go. Place the shells like that. And now we can right click and get the end oystery. So this structure is definitely supposed to be a little bit of a joke. The ender mollusks here are obviously just gray shulkers, but they don't have AI, and every day at noon they're going to generate some ender pearls for us to collect, which we can then of course use as currency. The next structure that I want to build is the warped arbor, very similar to the warped arbor from our nether fortress. This is why I grabbed all of the warped nylium and warped stems while we were visiting in the nether, though it looks like I actually grabbed a lot more than we need. Have the deep slate golem smelt up these chorus fruit. Thank you. I did forget to get some bones, so we'll have to go to the overworld for that. Grab a couple of these. And we're going to need more warped fungi than I brought, so we'll have to head back to the nether as well. Let's see, do I have any warped fungus? It looks like just the one, so we'll grab that. You know what, actually, I need that crimson fungus as well. So let's head over to our shroomers over here. Yeah, a couple more warped fungus over here so we can grab those. And if there's another crimson fungus over here, yep, perfect. So now we can actually trade this to our crimson shroomer to turn into the 2 more warped fungus that we need. And while we're here, I might as well harvest our iron from the magical farm. And let's harvest our nether wart too. That way we can harvest the diamonds from the magical farm and replant them. Okay, now I think we can head back to the end. We are running low on firework rockets, but I think for special emergencies, I will go ahead and use it to fly up to the top of the end city, just to save some time. We do actually need some more endstone, so I think I'll just come down to the endstone generator for that real quick. And I think that should be enough. Okay, let's get everything into the tower planner. And here is our warped arbor. So you might notice right away that the warped arbor doesn't have any kind of building on it, and in fact it doesn't even have a tower planner. This is considered a roof structure. And I think that serves it nicely as a nice little decorated terrace, garden type situation. We've got this beautiful warped biome going on here, and a shroomer, just like in the nether. And he will trade warped stems for ender pearls and vice versa. And he'll also be able to convert oak logs into warped stems and vice versa, though at a bit of a loss. Additionally, he's going to help generate some popped chorus fruit every day, just like the chorister over in the chorus farm. Now, before we build our next structures, I do think I want to build another intersection on that tower back over there, just to give us a little bit more space to work with. So let's see, I am short an ender pearl. And I see this chorus plant has stopped growing, so let's get those flowers planted. And are there any ender pearls up here in the end oystery? Oh, it does look like it, great. Now, once again, we do need more endstone, and so I am going to use the endstone generator again. I realize, obviously, it would be better to just mine directly from the island outside, that would be faster. But I just really like the endstone generator, so I'm going to continue to use it. Okay, and 32 is all we need. Let's get this up in the tower planner here. And now we have another intersection. Ow. So this intersection once again has 4 bridges going in each direction. So you might be wondering, well, what would happen if we had built it in a place where it would have intersected one of our other towers? If we were to build another intersection right here, or even over there, they would not generate bridges going over to these other 2 structures, these other 2 towers that are already going, because they would intersect them. So if we were to build one right here, it would just be 2 bridges going above this warped arbor over here, because that's a roof, and then over the empty part of the intersection, just like this part. So now that we have our intersection, we only have 2 tyrant loci left, so we have to be very careful about what structure we build next. And I think the next structure that I'll build is the Shulker vault. Mostly because this is one of the structures that we already have almost everything that we need. Thanks to all the extra shulker shells that we got at the end city, that was the main expense that we were going to need. Luckily, I grabbed some blackstone while we were in the nether. So the only real things that we need to collect are more chorus fruit so that we can smelt them up into popped chorus fruit. Now, all these are still growing, so I think I'm going to try and mine up some endstone first and give them a chance to kind of die out. Okay, and let's check on the chorus plants. Yeah, not surprising. So I think we'll just have to go ahead and shoot this one here. Break it down. And let's do this one as well. I think, again, I am going to fly up to the top of the end city. Get back to our living quarters just a little bit faster. Nice aerial view of the city, too. Get these smelted up. Thank you, Deep Slate Golem. And I think we'll build a shulker vault over here right next to our living quarters. So let's get those placed in. Oh, I forgot the iron bars. Let's fly back over to the living quarters. Smelt up the raw iron that we got from the magical farm. And now we can come back over and build the shulker vault. So this structure is definitely much more of a cosmetic end city build. It doesn't really have a whole lot of function. As you can see, the staircase is kind of trapped in these iron bars, sort of like it's a vault, but we can press this button to go into the vault, and we have a lever to keep the door open if we want. There's nothing special about these shulker boxes, it just provides even more colors and is a nice place to put them. So if we do need more shulker boxes for transportation between dimensions and things, this is where we can get more. I don't think that's likely to come up, but at least we have the option. And now it's time to spend our last tyrant locust to build the Ender Throne. I think I'm going to build it down there, kind of overlooking the warped arbor and pretty much right in the middle of the end city on this central tower. It's going to be a really great place for the throne room. This is why we mined up all of that nether quartz. So let's craft up a bunch of quartz blocks. And unfortunately, this recipe does require some end crystals, so we'll have to go back to the overworld to get the glass that we need. So I think we still have the 3 from when we made all the glass bottles for the dragon's breath, but we'll need to come and dig up a bunch more over here. 64 should be more than enough. Let's get those smelting and go to sleep. Since we have to wait for those to smelt anyway, I think we'll just accelerate the time to noon so that we can get a bunch more daily resources. Okay, it's almost noon. Come on. Okay. So now we'll start rewinding time to hit noon a few times. Okay, that should be enough. And so now I think I'm going to sit here for a little while and just kind of rewind time a little bit extra, so that when we go back to the end, we can get those daily resources too. Okay, I think that's probably enough time. Let's run to the treasury, pick up some XP, get the gold, run back to the end. Okay, and let's see, did we make it in time for noon? Yes, looks like we did get some resources. Awesome. Let's come up and check the end oystery as well. Okay, nice. Yeah, a bunch of ender pearls. Awesome. Now, I was so excited I did actually forget to grab the glass from our furnace. And we also still need to trade all that gold to the war strategist for Eyes of Ender. Hello, war strategist. I think we only need 2, but I'll get 4 just to be safe. And while we're here, we'll just grab just a little bit more glass. There we go. Let's head back to the end for hopefully the final time. I'm excited. I'm going to use a firework rocket. Okay, grab the gas tiers, make the end crystals. Oh, it does need 4 end crystals. Well, I'm glad I made those extra Eyes of Ender then. Get some more gas tiers, craft the second 2 end crystals, and now we just need more endstone. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's fly up here, get everything in the tower planner, and I think it's fitting to put the dragon egg in last to build the Ender Throne. What, were you expecting me to be the king of the end? That would be problematic. The whole point of this end city is to be a new home for the Endermen after they've survived the oppression of the Ender Dragon and the attacks of the tyrant who only came here because of us. It's only fitting that the king of the end be an Enderman. And if you're worried about the dragon egg that we spent to build this structure, don't worry, the king of the end has us covered. We can trade with the king of the end to buy another dragon egg for just 4 end crystals and a few blocks of diamond, which isn't really that much. In fact, you could use this to get multiple dragon eggs if you wanted. This is also the only place you can get more tyrants loci if you didn't get enough from the end invasion. We only got 8 tyrants loci, and you can get up to 11 from the invasion if you kill all the blazes. So even if you perform perfectly, you still can't build all of the end city structures without building the Ender Throne. But if you do want to 100% it, you have an option to here. But even though we could now build more end city structures, I think this is a great time to end the episode and the New in Town series. It's been a long road to get here, and I'm really happy with how things turned out. But I can't stress enough that we've only scratched the surface of what New in Town has to offer. It is a huge data pack, and so I really encourage you to download it for free with the link in the description to build all of the town, nether fortress, and end city structures that you desire, and see all the other secrets and events that you can unlock. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the New in Town Let's Play series. It's been a lot of fun to make this series in my new style as I go through this transitionary period of what I want this channel to be. So even though I'll be stepping away from Let's Play content like this, I hope you'll stick around for the tons of new development-focused videos that I have coming down the pipeline. I'm really excited to share all of my ideas with you, and I hope that you'll enjoy. Signing off from New in Town for the last time, this is Kanokarab. Thanks for watching.